everybody.
Welcome to the mixer. So, after much consideration, Carla and I, well, that's a lie. We didn't consider it very long. It didn't take us long to decide to do this.
Nope.
We both have a huge heart for small businesses and entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs.
Locals.
And it just so happens that we have some that are our absolute favorite. So what we've decided to do is to take the show on the road. So, this little episode is going to be with one of our very, very, very favorite small businesses in our area. And we're going to interview her. We're going to ask her all kinds of questions, and she's going to have to answer them, and then you'll get to know more about it. But to get right with that.
To kick it off, obviously you can tell it may or may not be a baker.
So we're going to tease you a little bit, not tell you. Deb's going to tell you about all that stuff on that plate. I'm going to tell you about this.
Ta-da!
So Carla tried to name our drink in our last video, and she's not very good at it.
Here's what I want you guys to do. If you guys remember, we had a pink drink, and we talked about the fact that I thought it should be named Strawberry Fields Forever.
No.
So if you guys watched that, please just leave us a comment on what we should have named that drink. Did you name this one? You did. You did. This one's named.
I'll tell you what it is. Basically it's a chocolate Dubai White Russian.
Stop it.
I guess it does have some white stuff in it. It's a Dubai White Russian.
No.
Here's going to be the bad news for you. I didn't measure any of it. It is.
We've told them measure with your heart, so
Yeah, we sure did.
there's that.
So this is Backroads vodka, and it's the Indiana grain.
I think it's called Country Roads. It's the one that's made with Indiana grain. They have several.
From Country Heritage Winery.
Yeah, and don't get that confused with pardon me, don't get it confused with that. Don't get it confused with their other Indiana. They have a vodka made with Indiana wheat.
Yeah, there's a wheated
And they have
one.
a vodka made with Indiana grain. If you guys saw on Charred Oak Bourbon Society's video with all of us ladies of Charred Oak, we
Reviewed all of them.
Yeah, we reviewed all of those vodkas from Backroads Distilling, and there was one, and this is the vodka that she used in this drink, that reminded us of kettle corn.
That's the one.
is the
Indiana
one she
grain. It's Indiana grain. Yeah?
It's
Yeah.
made with Indiana grain. The title, I believe, is Country Roads.
We have the bottle in the kitchen, so I will have Carla. She can insert
Yes,
the
I can.
photo, and so you'll know which one we did. Okay, so back to where we were at.
Yes.
It is vodka. And I wanted to use whipped cream, but it was absent. So that's what I would have done. I probably would have used whipped cream,
Flavored vodka.
flavored vodka, but we just used vodka. And then it is this ridiculous double chocolate liqueur. It's a lot of that. So
Who makes that pen?
I don't know. It's on sale at S&B for $15. I don't know who makes it.
Double
never even heard.
chocolate
Never even heard of
liqueur.
it. I will
That
also have.
sounds
I'll have Carla
awful.
add that to the screen too. So it's vodka, chocolate liqueur, and then heavy whipping cream, and then on the inside it is Ghirardelli hazelnut chocolate sauce, and this is pistachio cream on the outside of the rim. So
Yeah, we're going to be on a sugar high.
I don't know what we're gonna name her, but
Really?
diabetes. That's what we're gonna name her.
Dubai Chocolate White
Oh.
Russian.
All right, Dubai Chocolate White Russian. Cheers.
That's nice.
That's not too bad.
And it's not as sweet as I would have thought
No.
it would be.
No.
I wonder if the whipped cream vodka would have taken it a little bit over the top. Maybe it's better that we had regular vodka.
Maybe. And I will tell you that I put the pistachio on the outside. That way, kind of like in a michelada or margarita, you're getting that, it's like the salt on the rim that
Yeah.
comes first.
And I mean, that's the side your tongue's on, so it'd be weird if it was on the inside.
Well, don't be looking. I know
that'd
you
be weird.
look your windows and stuff. but- okay, so to preface our little interview today with our guest, our very lovely guest.
Very lovely.
If you could have done anything, if you dreamed of doing anything, and I'll even say, a little later in life, because I don't think Deb started out this way. what would you have done if you could do anything? If your husband said, "Honey, we're going to make it work, and I want you to do whatever your dream is," what would you do?
Wow, I wasn't prepared for this.
Well, I'm putting you on the spot.
I mean, we're foodies, and we did have our own restaurant. So, but that was more his. It was a barbecue restaurant. That was more his dream. I mean, like home decor is my thing.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it would be a store, and I dabbled,
Sure.
putting my goods in other people's stores. But I'd have my own. It'd be like a
Little home goods.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Magnolia Junior. Shouldn't say that. I'm not copying.
We just like
love
her
that-
stuff.
Love that stuff, and
Yeah.
that's what.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. What about? I mean, you've done a lot of what you've wanted to do.
Yeah, I would stay home and raise my birds and bake bread and
Homestead.
and I would curate different variations of the vegetables and stuff that I like.
Yes.
I'm so fond of heirloom stuff that's been cross pollinated, and that interests me a whole lot. And if I had more time, I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers and I'd
Oh,
raise bees.
Pen.
I would raise bees.
Can you figure that out? Can we do that?
Well, sure. Start
Okay.
playing the lottery.
Okay.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into it a lot more. That's what I would do. I would can more. I would,
Yeah.
I would do all that stuff more. The more self-sufficient I can be, and the more self-sustaining I can be, I dig all that stuff. So
I dig all that stuff. Like I love it, but I don't want to do it. I want to go to a place in town and get it. And we're gonna talk about them at
yeah, it's sometime.
in
it's
another
sometime.
video. But
Sure enough.
I love that stuff.
Me
I
too.
just can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. But for those of us who can do stuff,
yeah.
let's do it.
We're going to do it. So this is where our episode today is going to be a little different. Carl and I both have this heart for small businesses and whatnot. There's small businesses that I was aware of that I've introduced her to, and then there's businesses that she's aware of she introduces me to. So when it's a business that I introduced her and I knew the business first, then I'm going to be at the helm, and Carla's going to step away and sit over here and heckle us. But this young lady that we're going to bring on right now, I think the part of me asking Carla about what she would do if she, what do you dream about? What do you want to do? This is exactly how this happened for her, and her wonderful husband said, "Honey, I think you should do this, and we're going to make a go at it." And she shouldn't have ever done anything else, because
She was born to do this.
she absolutely was born to do this. And so I'm going to bring on Deb Leatherman, and she has Deb's Buttercream Dreams. You can find her on Facebook. We're going to attach her contact information on this video as well. But we're going to switch out here, and we're going to bring Deb on, and I'm going to pick her little brain about all the things that
Real fast before we do, though, I just want to say I've had a friend from high school reach out, Marty. So like Penny said, this is going to become some sort of a regular thing where we highlight local businesses and small mom and pop type businesses. So send us your information. We'd love to check you out. We're not going to promise anything. We're normal lives here. We're doing this on the side. So, but we'd love for you to reach out. So please do that.
if you'd like for us to come visit and
Be on location.
and lift you up, we're all about that. So
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you're watching and you know a small business that you'd like us to lift up, if it's not your business but it's somebody that you have a heart for them,
Yeah.
we're within reason, locale within reason, we would
Yeah.
come see you and check you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we're gonna bring on some Deb. Well, welcome back to the mixer. I would like to introduce to you Mrs. Leatherman. This is Deb Leatherman, and I'm gonna yes. These are Deb's confections right here, and I'm gonna lead into this. That this is how I found Deb. So I have a good friend who lives right behind her, and I was unaware about Deb and what she does. But my friend Jennifer, who's also a friend of Deb's, because like I said, they're neighbors. She kept posting on Facebook. Deb would post, "Hey, I have an event, blah, blah, blah. Jennifer's like, I'll be over for the crumbs. I'll be over for the edges. And I'm like, so I messaged Jennifer one day. I go, what are you talking about? She said, my neighbor, Deb Leatherman, makes the best confections you've ever had in your life. And she makes brownies. And when she makes brownies to take to an event, she trims the edges off. And she puts them in a bag, and she gives them to Jennifer. Wow. And that's how I found Deb, is because Jennifer went on and on and on about the crispy edges off of Deb's brownies.
Hey, listen, those guys, you can't just throw those things in the trash. You got to make those are profit.
That's right. So a bag of brownie edges is
$1.
$1 for a bag of the edges. And let me tell you something. I talked to Jennifer about it, and Jennifer goes, I don't just eat these. She said, I chop them up and put them on ice cream. We put them in milkshakes. We do all kinds of stuff with them. And she said, they're toppings. She said, I eat them. But she said, they're toppings for all kinds of stuff.
That's a great plan.
That's a great plan.
It sure is.
So after I had seen Jennifer go on and on and on about the brownies, I think the first time I ordered cookies for my kids on my bus. And I said, I don't care what they look like. I just want them Christmas. And so I gifted the kids on my bus route Deb's cookies, and I bought cookies and pastries and nonsense from Deb ever since. And as much as I can lift her up and as often as I can lift her up, I certainly do.
She really does. I have had so many customers that have come and said, hey, Penny sent me to you. I said, God love her.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
For sure.
So.
And my niece got married last year, and her and her husband, either one, are fans of cake. And I said, why don't you call my friend Deb Leatherman? And so she doesn't just make cookies for the farmer's market. She catered, she did all the desserts for my niece's wedding. And
yep, she had the, I think my first and only giant whoopie pie, because again, they didn't like cake. So we did a giant whoopie pie that was like this big around. And then it had their little dog, the little figurine of their dog.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So scoot up a little bit.
Yeah.
So tell us your story. How did this all start? You worked,
So I worked for a residential facility that was young boys that were in the system at incredibly young ages, some as young as 10. And so I worked at missions, bringing those kids in from all over the state. And they resided there. And so, yeah, it was a pretty stressful type of a job. And so I had been there 10 years, and I just was to the point where I needed a change.
Yeah.
And so my husband, Dallas, he said, you know what? You need to do something that you really enjoy. And this right here is what I really enjoy. I love this. My kids had bothered me for years. Mom, get this to the farmer's market. Well, you can't work a full-time job and do all this. It's a lot of work. And so, so I ended up quitting a full-time job, and this is what I do now, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dallas said, stay home and
bake.
And I don't know how either one of you I don't know how either one of you don't weigh 500 pounds. Because
we hear that a lot. But you know what, Penny? You get really tired of looking at this after a while.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you do. You just look at it and go, it's good, but
yeah,
I don't need any more of that.
Okay, so tell us what you brought. Tell us what you brought here.
So these are strawberry cupcakes. I actually had a wedding today, so these were a couple ones that I had left over.
Okay.
This here is a brownie cookie with an Andes mint type frosting, buttercream. All of mine is buttercream icing with a little bit of an Andes mint chopped up on top there. This front one here is a peanut butter cookie with a chocolate buttercream, followed by Snickers crushed up with a little bit of peanut butter drizzle on top. Gracious. I know it. It's wicked. And this is Penny's favorite here, or at least I think it is. This is the salted caramel cheesecake cookie.
We're gonna fight over that.
Okay, so
listen, I'll win.
Yeah, it's to die for. Let's just put it where it's at.
Absolutely.
So those are just a sampling of what I offer, but again, everything is made from scratch, buttercream frosting on top, and you can't go wrong with that.
You absolutely cannot.
Nope.
What's the worst part of this?
The worst part?
Yeah, what's the worst part of being at home and having your own home-based business? What's the worst part of it?
Well, I'm a people person, so I think for me is just not having a lot of interaction. I mean, I got the dogs and the cats here, which I love those guys dearly, but you know, can't have a conversation with your dog and the cat all day long. So I'm a people person. I enjoy being out and about and chatting with people. And
But you're getting fired up. You are at First Fridays in Columbia City.
Yes.
You're at the farmers. Are you going to do the farmers market?
Probably not, just because on a weekly basis, it's a lot of prep work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of prep work. So I tend to just do, local events that pop up in town, Columbia City, definitely the first Fridays, craft bazaars, that pop up throughout the year and that sort of thing. But the farmer's market is just a lot of work because it's every week.
Every
and then
Saturday.
you've got your special orders, so you kind of have to work around that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite thing to bake?
My least favorite.
Because let me preface this. She brought, she's got cookies out today and cupcakes. She also makes cake by the slice.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make pie.
I don't. I mean, I have before, but it's not on my regular menu.
And she makes brownies.
Yes, I do make brownies. I honestly love baking. The cookies I love. Probably, I'm going to say cupcakes are probably my least favorite just because they're so messy to get in the pans.
Mm-hmm.
I probably end up with more on the counter sometimes than I do actually in the cups.
Oh, welcome to the club.
Yeah, cupcakes are not my favorite, I
And
guess.
scotcheroos. She makes scotcheroos.
Yeah, those are, oh man, those are good.
They're stupid. They're stupid
They're
good.
so good.
And I don't eat a lot of this, and I don't eat a lot of sugar, but I will eat Debs. I will eat Debs, and sometimes my favorite is when she has a Saturday event, and if she doesn't sell out, she sells them out of her garage.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell Abra, we're gonna look and see what Deb's got going on today, because you can come right and buy them out of the garage.
There you go. Well, sometimes that's the hardest thing about events is you don't know how many people are going to show up and how many people want to buy your product. Now, I've got regular customers that come, they look for me, they know what events I'm going to be at, but it's a gamble. You don't know. And just like, for instance, the Snicker peanut butter cookie out front there, those normally sell phenomenal. The last sale I did, I think I sold a handful of them.
Huh.
It's odd.
No rhyme or reason.
No rhyme or reason.
Now, do you have a list of events you're going to be at this summer yet?
Not really. The next one I have coming up is March 28th. It's in Fort Wayne at the Allen County Fairgrounds.
Okay.
They have
it's
a
their
spring bazaar.
Yep, their spring bazaar.
Yep, their spring bazaar.
So if you want to go try, like if you've got something coming up, if you've got a wedding shower, a baby shower, whatever, and you want to try Deb's Goods, go to the Allen County Spring. It's their spring thing, right?
The spring bazaar.
March 28th.
Yep, from 9 until 2.
Mm-hmm. And what's after that? Do you know?
No, I don't. I think that's really all I have on my radar right now. Until First Friday starts up, and that'll be the first Friday of May.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's right here in Columbia City. That's a cool event anyway. If you can gather your friends, that's just a cool event
Yeah,
to
they
go
have
to.
a lot of stuff going on down there.
Yeah, come hungry because it's a lot of food. It's a lot of food, it's a lot of drinks.
Yes,
That's what goes on down there.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So, yeah, and I do weddings. In fact, I think I mentioned earlier, these were from a wedding today. And so I do weddings. I rent, if people are looking for display items such as this, I can rent those out. And once they're returned, they get the deposit back. So it saves you from having to buy a lot of display pieces that you probably won't use again.
So you will go to the event and set it up.
Generally, yes.
Set up your wares and
Yes.
then, yeah.
And then they just, once they're done with their event, they return the display pieces, and then they get their $50 deposit back.
Excellent.
So yeah, it works out well. So,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we sure are glad that you decided to ixnay your previous job.
Well, thank you.
You're
yeah,
very
this
welcome.
has been a dream of mine. Really, I love to bake. before I really got started in my business, every Sunday I would bake something for Dallas and I. And I think he kind of misses that because now Sundays, the last thing I want to do is bake more stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Poor,
You know?
poor Dallas.
I know he suffers.
Poor
You know,
Dallas.
he suffers because of it. But you know, it is a joy. I love what I do, and I could not be happier.
Excellent.
I love it.
Absolutely.
So,
Is there anything else you want to? What's
well,
on your
you know,
list?
Well, we talking about this is not all perfection. I've made a few mistakes. I've had cakes that don't come out of the pans. I'll tell you a story, Penny. I had a half sheet cake that I did a couple years back, and I greased that pan. So I greased it. I mean, it was. You thought that thing was just going to flop right out of there? No. Half of it stuck in the pan. I mean, it looked bad. It was a disaster. So that one went in the trash. And I thought, okay, Deb, let's going to do this again. Same process. Into the oven it goes. Same thing. Flipped it out. Half of it stuck to the pan. By this point, I'm just about ready to flip. Okay, so I said to myself, what am I doing wrong here? Well, I said, I need to parchment paper the bottom of that pan because even the best of the best spray just sometimes doesn't cut it. And on a pan that big, it just, it's not going to flip out. Parchment paper for the win. Put the parchment paper in there, flipped it out, perfection. But I ruined two cakes. 2 cakes in the trash.
You could have had 2 half sheets to sell.
Yeah, could have just pieced it all together.
Sure.
So yeah, this is not all roses and
That's a little trial and error.
and butterflies here. Yeah, this is a lot of you check things out, you see how it goes, and then you know what works and you know what doesn't work.
Absolutely.
But to me, presentation though is everything.
Yep.
People eat with their eyes first.
Yep. And you do decorate.
Yes.
She's on demand. You want strawberry shortcake or the Ninja Turtles, and she'll put them on there.
Oh yeah, I've done a Ninja Turtle cake for my friend Scott. I gotta give a shout out to Scott because he's also a good customer of mine. He was a coworker, and he would come up with these crazy ideas. Like he wanted me to make a Pillsbury Doughboy cake. He wanted me to do a Ninja Turtle. I did a Alf cake for his daughter.
Alf.
Oh my word! Yeah, it was anything crazy. He wanted me to do it,
Sure.
and I knocked it out of the park. I did.
Of course
good.
you did. Of course you did.
It was awesome.
What is your favorite flavor to make? Now, she brought these ridiculous salted caramel cheesecake. I will tell you that she also makes lemon cheesecake and blueberry cheesecake and
Yes.
apple cheesecake.
Yep, I do. What else? Raspberry cheesecake. Turtle cheesecake. Oh yeah, so really that one is the best of both worlds because you've got the caramel, but you've also got the pecans and the chocolate. I mean that takes it over the top.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So, yeah, I love the cheesecake cookies are probably one of the best sellers. But again, you could go to an event and the next time you just never know what their tastes are going to be.
Yeah.
One day it's peanut butter and the next day they're like, nope, we don't want peanut butter today. So,
And if you want to comment to Deb and give her some ideas, something you think maybe she doesn't make or, something that you've heard of, she always takes.
I'm always open to ideas. My cookie flavor list is incredible.
Always growing.
People look at it's 2 pages.
Yeah.
People look at it and they think, oh, how do I make a choice? Well, you narrow it down to the ones you really know you want, and then you go from there. So, yeah, I love it.
Perfect.
I love it.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we got to come see you today.
I appreciate
and
you coming.
We get you put you out there
Yeah.
and listen. I know you can buy cakes at multiple different places. I know there's a lot of stores that sell cakes, and I know there's a lot of places that sell cookies. But there's nothing better than buying from somebody that does it right in their own kitchen. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade being able to get this stuff from you for all the tea in China.
Well, I appreciate that, Penny.
Yeah.
I really do. Like I said, she has been so phenomenal. Just she sends me so many customers, and I just love that. I
And
love
I'll
it.
do it tenfold. And I'm
love
gonna hopefully we're gonna send her a lot more. So
Yep, that'd be fantastic.
So again, this is Deb Leatherman with Deb's Buttercream Dreams. You can find her on Facebook.
Yep,
And we're going to attach her information,
Okay.
Carla Jordan.
sounds good.
And I know this isn't our typical yak section, but we wanted to bring Deb on here and
Yeah.
let everybody meet her and see what she does. And thank you for letting us come to your home
Of course,
and
of course.
sharing these indulgent treats
Oh,
that
yeah.
Carla and I are going to fight over.
Oh yeah,
And
they're gonna take those guys home, and they can fight over.
it'll be a quick fight. Trust
don't
that.
give the husbands. Any,
Oh no, they're not getting any of
don't
that.
give-
Are you
yeah,
kidding?
don't give them first
No, they're eating
choice.
chili dogs or something. They can keep on keeping on. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. And again, if you know of a small business that you are near and dear to your heart, and you want us to check it out, please comment, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. And this is just the first part of our series of this. We're gonna travel around and pick up some more small businesses. We already have a list, so if you'd like to be on that list, let us know.
All right.
So until the next time,
Yeah.
Deb, you're in the hot seat.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
You're awesome.